What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? I am Stay Your Blade. Welcome on in. We're going to be talking about TwitchCon and the pros and cons of the con. If you guys have not watched my previous videos on the con, check them out. I'll put them in the links below, in the description below, and I will try to put them in the card. I'm not sure if all four will fit in the card, so check them out there, and then come back to this video, and I'll wait for you guys. All right, so we'll put you. I'll just put me on pause, and then I'll be back. All right, for the people that have already watched the video. And for the people that have paused this video and then come back and then welcome back in, but we're going to start talking about the pros and cons of TwitchCon, and basically what was the greatest and worst things, I guess, and what Twitch can change for the future. I'm gonna fix my beard, get myself prepared for this. I got my Twitch swag on. All right, let's do a pros. I'll do a pro and then a con, a pro and then a con. Okay, so fix this. We'll be good. All right. Pro number one. They had really good swag. Really good stuff to wear. They had, this hat. I have a pair of jogger pants. Awesome. Sunglasses, got them. And I got a pair of socks. I bought a decent amount of swag. Great stuff. You guys did awesome on that. They had a skateboard because we were in California, so they probably wanted to appeal to the people that are skateboarders that live in California, and I mean people that don't live in California that are also skateboarders. And the skateboards were pretty nice. There was two different kinds. There was a longboard and a shortboard. The longboard was $199. The shortboard, I believe, was $129. I think. Don't quote me on the prices. I did not know the $199 was correct, but I'm not sure on the shortboard. So that those were cool. I saw a lot of people with those boards, and a lot of people were getting them signed from the streamers that they really enjoyed, and it was kind of a cool experience for the skateboard itself. Con to that pro was that they only had two locations in which you can buy stuff, but the big location had most of the clothing. So you had to buy your hats, your jogger pants, your hoodies, anything any clothes had to be bought at the big store, and the big store's line was fairly long every single day. They did, however, get people through the line fairly quick, and they had entertainment going on while the people were in line. So it wasn't just standing in line for an hour. Standing in line for an hour, plus they're spinning a wheel, so you could, potentially win something. There was also two different variations of Twitch onesies, which looked awesome. I did not buy one because I already have at least one onesie, and I don't really need a second one. Not a Twitch related one, but I don't really want a second onesie for that alone. So, but for the people that did buy them, they looked pretty cool. They seemed like they fit everyone pretty well, and that's an awesome thing. So, the merch was awesome. The second thing, so I'm gonna give a con and a pro. So, first day, we get there and there is a line that's probably a mile long. And it's quite literally a mile long. It wraps and all that stuff. But the line, there was no defined area for a line to form. They just kind of corralled people into a line, a kind of half-assed line. Now, I don't know if this is on Twitch's side or if this is on the event staff side that is for the Long Beach Convention Center, but that was really disconcerting because of how many people were there first day. People were trying to get in as fast as possible because you want to have fun. But the big thing is that they really dropped the ball on the first day's traffic through there. It was very congested trying to get people into the building. The pro to that was that they had a partner and affiliate line, but they didn't sell the affiliates that there was a line for us as well. So we found out actually through someone who just walked by and said, "Are you an affiliate?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, there's a line for you guys." We were looking at Kat and I were looking at each other like, "There is?" And they said, "Yeah, there's a line for you guys. You guys go get in line, and you can get right in." And then, "Oh, okay." So we go get in line, and I mean we were in within 5 minutes. So that itself was nice, but the fact that the line was so congested for the other people, that was the big thing. I felt like they could have easily got that fixed. The second day, it was a little bit better on the line, but what happened was we got in line at the partner affiliate line, got in, and then they made us wait in another line to get into the actual event. But it was we got corralled to the second door. There's two sets of doors, and we got corralled to the second set of doors. Well, then what they did was they're like, "Well, we're not going to be able to open these doors." And after we had all been over there for probably about 45 minutes, and we were confused. They said that we all to go, for all of us to go to that line to wait, and then they decided, no, never mind. We're gonna open up the other doors, and you guys can come through the other doors. So then we proceeded to tweet out hashtag let us in, which I definitely talked about in that day's video. But hashtag let us in was tweeted out and retweeted and whatnot to Twitch to let us into those second set of doors, and it worked, and we were able to get into the second set of doors. After that day, after the second day, which was Saturday, they no longer let us in those second set of doors, and that's fine. But they had to tell us that instead of assuming that we were going to know to be in those second set of doors. So those are the pros and the cons from that perspective of the lines. It became LineCon for a while, which kind of was the overarching thing for the entire trip. It was LineCon. Every day you'd wait in line for a half hour, 45 minutes to go wait in line for a half hour, 45 minutes for other stuff, and that's fine for certain things, but I didn't pay to go wait in line. I paid to have fun and hang out and, whatnot. To get in, I wish that they would have had it open earlier. If they could have had it open at 11 o'clock in the morning every morning, I would have been fine with that. The fact that they opened up at noon every day except for Sunday, and Sunday they opened up at 11, they could have easily had it opened at 11 every day, and it would have been fine. It would have worked out perfectly. And it probably would have kept the lines kind of shorter because you would have opened up earlier, and then people who were coming in a little bit later weren't waiting in that giant line, So those are the pros and cons for that part. I would say the next thing that really was pushing people's buttons was the cell phone service and the Wi-Fi in the entire event. Now, I'm not one to usually complain about Wi-Fi or cell service, but at an event like TwitchCon, where you have streamers who stream, who do IRLs, and IRLs is another thing we got to talk about. We'll talk about in a minute. But the fact that people were not able to get good service in the Long Beach Convention Center, that was a big deal because people were trying to post tweets and, hey, we're at this thing, meet up, let's meet up, and no one could contact each other because we're all in this same, pit of no service. So streamers that were streaming for at the con, they couldn't even tweet out like, I'm at the con, I'm gonna start streaming. Check me out on Twitch dot whatever, Twitch.tv slash whatever the hell their URL was, and that really it was really a big pain in the ass for some people. So we'll melt over to the IRL streamers. IRL streamers, in my opinion, there's a time and a place to IRL stream. If you're outside the con, outside the building, and you're just walking around and talking and hanging out, that's one thing. If there's an area like the main lobby to IRL stream, that's fine. Do that. That's cool. If you are in the downstairs and you're trying to IRL stream, you are a nuisance, and I'm sorry. That's how I feel. People do not want the camera in their face. Sometimes people don't want to be forced to be on camera. It's just that simple. I was hearing things about at the partner party, people were trying to IRL stream and they were getting kicked out because that's the point in which people are trying to just hang out and relax and drink and, be themselves, and they don't have to be their personality. They can just kind of hang out and relax with people. And the fact that people were not responding to that by, leaving their phones at home or, keeping their phones away, not trying to IRL stream every single moment, try to get those extra clicks and views. I get it if you really want to be, a huge IRL streamer and that's your thing, but at the same time, there's a time and a place for it. Now, how they could alleviate that is they could easily have an area, that everyone could IRL stream. Like I said, the lobby. If you did it in the front lobby where there was the, where they had the, there was a Starbucks there, you could hang out. There was the merch lines, you can hang out in the merch lines. There was a food area. IRL stream from there. I saw some people IRL streaming from there, and they had a group of people and they were just hanging out, eating and talking to their followers. That's fine. That's understandable. You don't need to be IRL streaming when you're walking through and just smacking into people. That was a really big pain in the butt. And it leads back to the self-service thing. People were trying to IRL stream, but they couldn't because there wasn't a ton of self-service. So they were getting mad because they couldn't do what they wanted to do with the IRL streaming stuff. In a different place, maybe they could, set up Wi-Fi receivers to amplify the Wi-Fi throughout the whole place and make it so that the amount of people that were at the con could be handled by the Wi-Fi. That's a big thing. So that was another thing that people were really complaining about, and they're tweeting out about it. Why the hell was this? Why the hell was the Wi-Fi so shoddy? Blah blah blah. Self-service was horrible. That kind of thing. The last thing I would have to say that was a real big pain in the butt for people, and I didn't actually have to deal with this because I went and did something else instead of this. But for the people that did try to go to the party on the Queen Mary, there was a party on the Queen Mary that was going on that was supposed to be a great party. And I heard it was awesome and all that stuff. But when we got back to my place and we were we were trying to get ready and whatnot, and we were just kind of like relaxing and waiting for our phones to recharge. We're checking Twitter, and lines are already out the door, down the street, around the corner. I personally was not going to wait in the line to go party. That's not my thing. I would rather just go to the bars and hang out, and that's what we did. We went to a bar. It's called the All Dubliner. It was I'm probably totally trashing that name, but it was a great bar. It was a Irish pub that's right across the street from the convention center. I highly recommend that place to anyone that wants to get a good corned beef sandwich. It was like the best food. I had fish and chips that night. Great food. Awesome. They had a great band. If you guys know who E.E. Bell is, E.E. Bell is, he was on Married with Children. He was actually the lead singer for the band, which is really cool. He's super nice. We got a chance to chat with him between sets. Very cool dude. Really knew his music and was just jamming out the whole night. I have some really cool videos from where I featured at least one of the videos in like a clip of it in one of my vlogs. Awesome dude, great, like great time. But we got there at 8:30 and people started filing in probably around 10 because they realized they weren't going to make it into the party, and that's not cool. Like, my opinion is that Twitch knew what was going on for Saturday. They knew that the people that had 3-day passes and that had Saturday passes and the people that were affiliates and partners all were going to be at this party, and they should have made that a like a known thing. Okay, there's 80,000 people that bought tickets to this entire event, and we're predicting 30,000 at this. Well, then make it so that 30,000 can get in there. Don't make it so 3,000 sorry. I get mad and I start stuttering. Don't make it so that only 3,000 can get into there, because then it makes it not as fun for people. Yes, I'm sure there was things that were going on in the lines. You can chat in the lines and hang out in the lines. That's fine, but that's not why people were there. People were there so that they could go into the party and hang out and drink, and not wait in a 30-minute line for a drink. So maybe next year find a bigger party area to house everyone, even if you have to do something crazy. I don't know what Twitch is capable of, but I'm sure they are capable of finding a bigger event. Not saying that the event wasn't awesome. Not saying that I didn't have a ton of fun. I did. I really did. It was just things. These are some things that could be changed for the future to make it just a better overall experience. And if you make it a better overall experience, people will try to come to it more, and they'll recommend people to go to it. And that's what you want. You want ticket sales. You want 3-day passes. You don't want Saturdays and Sunday passes. You want people to come all 3 days so they can spend the money and hang out and buy merch, and that's the and build the communities that they need to build. I do have to say, overall, my favorite thing for the entire event was the panels. The panels this year, of course, I've never been to Twitch or to TwitchCon. The panels this year were so on point and so good that it really hammered home how much content I need to just keep putting out. It made me have a fire under my ass, and I love everyone that was in those panels. I love you guys to the bottom of my heart, because you guys really, really kicked ass at those panels. Anyone that did a panel throughout this entire time that was in for the con, you guys did an awesome job. Congratulations on being able to be on those panels, and I hope to see you guys next year. I really, really do. I hope to see you guys next year. I'm gonna be there. I know I am. If you want to be there, then you should leave comments below and tell Twitch what you think could be changed possibly for the better. And don't just say this sucked. Give good, honest opinions, and give criticisms that you can say, okay, well, maybe you could do it like this, instead of saying, well, F you, and just say, like, let's have a better food choice, or let's have more parking, or let's try to find a place that has this, that, and the other, so that they can kind of read off that feedback. They don't need just people, throwing those punches at them. They need people that are gonna really give them the positive criticism and say, you know what, your panels were amazing. The setup of the floor could be changed a little bit, but other than that, it was great. I really, really enjoyed it. I had a blast. Yeah. So if you guys really enjoyed going to TwitchCon, if you did go to TwitchCon, or if you watched it on twitch.tv/ whatever the hell it was, tell me what you guys thought below. Give me comments, feedback, whatever you think. Yeah, if you didn't like the merch, if you didn't want, if you didn't like any of the merch, or if you really liked the merch and you bought everything off the store, let me know. Tell me what you guys thought below, and even if you do it on Twitter or on Instagram or whatever the case may be, yeah, I really enjoyed going. I'm gonna go next year. I appreciate everyone that was able to make this con something special for me. And thank you again to the Twitch staff for working tirelessly to do what you guys do. I think with some tweaks, it could be perfect. So that's it. That's all I got, guys. Hope you have a great day. Peace out, blades up, and don't forget to comment below and let me know what you guys think. All right? All right, bye.